Now time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning. Okay, so fans of reality TV will know that Todd and Julie Chrisley are in a bit of hot water this week. What's going on?
They got hit with some strict prison sentences. So he will be serving 12 years. She has 7 years. They both are getting 16 months of probation because they were found guilty of tax evasion and bank fraud. As soon as the news hit, 3 of their shows were immediately canceled. Chrisley Knows Best, which is the one that most people are, familiar with. Growing Up Chrisley, and then a little show I've never heard of called Love Limo, but I wish I had given it a chance while it was around. And so they are going to be going away to federal prison.
Yeah. I've actually done a lot of reading on this because I didn't know who they were, I'll be honest.
I knew that they were some reality TV family, but I've never watched it.
And like what the prosecutors said, the case that was made and eventually what was ultimately decided was that the lengths that both Todd and Julie Chrisley went through to evade doing taxes and, like you said, Liz, bank fraud charges were so extravagant, and they also kept in mind that basically their demeanor about the whole thing, that they were so confident that they would get away with it, that was part of the factor of their sentencing.
That's the one crime you don't get away with. You always have to pay Uncle Sam. He will come for his money. And the thing is they are a reality show. They're super Southern. I think he got his start in the pageant system. And so it was kind of like a Southern version of the Kardashians. They tried to compete with them. And then it kind of grew into its own thing. They're filthy rich. They live in these fancy schmancy houses.
Right.
And their wealth was over the top. And I mean, it's probably because they were lying about it.
It was, though. That's the thing, is that they pulled out loans, and then you would use new loans to pay off the old loans.
Oh,
and
that's
eventually,
not how loans work.
That's not how loans work. And I only know this because I did a deep dive into this today, because I found their confidence in evading and all these fraud charges fascinating.
Wow.
So, and then at one point, so they did file for bankruptcy. $20 million of that was forgiven. But as Todd Chrisley was filing for bankruptcy, he was doing a show which was making millions of dollars, which is, there's obviously, so he's not exactly, so it was a whole thing, which leads again to all these sentences.
Maybe when they get out of prison, they could have a reboot that's like a real life Schitt's Creek or like The Simple Life. Like all of a sudden, all their money's gone and they have to figure out how to be people.
Oh my gosh, that'd be beautiful.
I've seen a handful of episodes because it used to come on after Monday Night Raw, my professional wrestling habits. So I've seen a couple episodes of Chrisley Knows Best. The entire premise of their show is literally just them flaunting their money. It is the Kardashians. So that's what they're doing on TV, and you're evading taxes at the same time. How does that even work?
Yeah, it's one thing if you're going to be sneaky about it. It's another thing if your entire life is on social media and you're like, look at how lavish we live. Yeah,
look at all the taxes.
Uncle Sam's going to be coming knocking for sure.
Yeah, no good there. All right, well, Trevor Noah says he probably would not have taken on The Daily Show if he knew everything that exactly went into it. What does that mean? And Trevor Noah is leaving The Daily Show.
Yes, after 7 years. He did a big interview with The Hollywood Reporter, and he talked about how he might not have taken on the role because he didn't realize it was life-consuming. Because anytime there's breaking news, he felt like he had to be up on it and knowledgeable and know exactly what was going on because that's his job. And then because it's his name on the show, he was involved in everything from set design to HR complaints, that it was just never ending. It's just a cycle that just goes every single day. And that, moving forward, he's not sure exactly what he wants to do. Maybe he'll do movie roles. Maybe he'll continue doing a form of stand-up, but that it might be nice to not get interrupted so much during dinner.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
I don't know that I'm very sympathetic as a journalist. I'm sitting here thinking oh, your work-life balance was off. Yeah. Okay.
I think we can all relate to this a little bit. One of the biggest questions I get from people who have no idea about the radio or television industry is oh, you only work 4 hours a day. That's great. No, we're not just working, whatever time we're on the air. There's a lot of pre-production stuff, planning that goes into it, and stuff that we have to do throughout the day, including breaking news and staying on top of it with social media.
We all have about half a dozen other jobs that we're doing behind the scenes that people just don't know about. Yeah.
But I think if I was Trevor Noah and I was hosting The Daily Show, I would just want to walk in, read the jokes people wrote for me, and then leave as soon as the show was done. That is the climax of being a host.
Yeah.
Are there rumors on who's going to replace him? Do we know who's in the running for that?
I mean, I don't think they've made any official announcement. I can't think of the guy's name that I love on the show, though. The weather guy and the traffic guy who randomly gives traffic reports in the middle of the Daily Show. Roy, I can't remember. But anyways.
I don't know. I haven't watched as much in recent years just because it's total opposite of my schedule, you know, when we do try to go to bed super early when there's not crazy breaking news. But yeah, I mean, the trade-off is you have a national show with your name on it. I mean, did you think it was going to be a cakewalk? I don't know.
Well, and I feel like if you're in that situation, can't you just like save up a lot of money, work hard for a few years, and then get a boat? Like, I feel like that's what I would do.
I mean, he might have done that. He was on the show for 7 years. Yeah, which I mean, more power to you. If that's what you want to do, I think that's great.
Yeah.
I'd get a modest house. Yeah. Live off the land, grow my own farm. Like, you'd never see me again.
That sounds great.
Liz is out.
Can I join you?
Here with Liz?
Yes. Commune, here we come. All right. Yes. Thanks, you guys. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Don't forget you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.
All right.